So I just got back from CES and I did check out Nuu Mobile's new phones for 2020. What's up, Gadgeteers? My name is Hector and this is Gadget Beard, and on this channel I unbox and review everyday tech, gadgets, and accessories for you. Now in today's video we have Gadget Beard CES edition. It's just a news video about CES and in particular about the Nuu Mobile's X6 phone that I got to check out at CES. Now this is a budget phone priced at $99, $100, which is a good price for these type of specs. We have a HD 720 plus display. It's a 19:9 aspect ratio. It does have a 13 megapixel rear camera in the back with autofocus and VGA. It has a 5 megapixel front facing camera. It is running a MediaTek processor at 2.0 gigs and a 4X Cortex 853 quad core. It is 4G LTE compatible up to 150 megabits per second. Now I believe this is GSM only. I don't think it's going to work with Sprint or Verizon, but don't quote me on that. It might. It only has 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigabytes of internal storage with the capability of adding external storage, so you can expand on that if 32 gigabytes isn't enough for you. It is running Android Pie, but for $100, you know, what do you expect? It's not the latest and greatest, but they did mention that maybe in the future it might get updated, but don't count on that because at $100 you pretty much get what you get. This is basically a good phone for that price range. $100 isn't that bad. It is a dual 4G SIM card phone, so you can add 2 SIM cards, and it does support voice over LTE connectivity, which is good, and it does have a 2800 milliamp hour battery. I know it's not the biggest, but the phone itself is not that big. It has a 5.7 inch 720p display, so it's not a big phone. It's basically a budget phone, very entry level for $100. It's very affordable. If you need to get a phone and you need something very fast ASAP, just something to get you by or something to work, the X6 is probably the phone you want to get from Nuu Mobile. $99, dude. You can spend $99 on anything nowadays. So actually it's very competitive pricing for a budget phone. Now the next phone that I want to talk about is the Nuu Mobile V1. They have 2 variants of this phone, the V1 and the V2. They're very similar, but they have different specs. One's a lower spec phone and the other one has a little bit better specs. The V1 I did get to see in hand, held it, played with it for a little bit. Now they did not have this phone on display, but I believe it's a little bit better than the X6. I don't know when this one will be coming out, but expect that for Nuu Mobile in the near future. Now specs on this is the 5.5 inch HD plus IPS display. The display looked very good, just like the G3 of last year's. It has an 8 megapixel rear camera, 5 megapixel front facing camera. It is rocking a MediaTek 1.8 gigahertz quad core processor. Does have 4G LTE, 2 gigs of RAM for the V1, 16 gigabytes of internal storage, but you can expand on that if needed to, which you probably would need to because 16 gigabytes, that's a little bit on the low side. But this one does have Android 10. It is going to come out with Android 10, so that is good to hear. Dual 4G LTE SIM card compatibility. You are going to be able to put 2 SIM cards on there if you're GSM International or here in the States. If you can use that to your advantage. It does have a 3120 milliamp hour battery, and it does have voice over LTE. And now for the Nuu Mobile V2. This one I did not get to see, but looks a little bit similar to the V1, just a little bit bigger. Has a 6.1 HD plus display, which is 720, 13 megapixel rear camera. It has a 5 megapixel front facing camera. It is rocking the MediaTek processor at 1.8 gigs quad core. It is 4G LTE. Of course, they all have 4G LTE nowadays, but I think these are GSM only phones. Like I said on the other one, don't quote me because I'm not sure if they're going to support Verizon or Sprint in the near future, or they're going to be compatible. But as far as I know right now, GSM compatibility is there. It does have 3 gigs of RAM compared to your 2, 32 gigabytes of internal storage, also with expandable storage capabilities, Android 10, a 3120 milliamp hour battery, and voice over LTE. Now, don't know the price range of the V1 and the V2, but considering the X6 came in at $99, these probably will be priced very competitive against other budget phones. They did say they're going to try to work with carriers, so I don't know if these are going to be carrier-based phones. Hopefully they are, and hopefully they can offer a non-lock version through either Amazon or their website. So those are the phones for 2020 from Nuu Mobile. They also have a trap phone, like a flip phone track phone that they had showcased there on their display at CES. I didn't quite cover that one, but expect good things for Nuu Mobile for 2020. Hopefully we'll get the next iteration of the G3 because the G4 was never released. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have any comments regarding any of these devices, please leave them down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about Nuu Mobile's lineup for 2020. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. And like always, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.